Hey, curling fans, I'm standing here in front of Sheet Stew here at the High Park Club, and I just want to let you know that I'm so excited to sponsor the sport of curling, to help curling out. So you can go to stewcurls.com, see all my events, see the Stew Sell series, but you know what? I also sell real estate as well. So you need to buy a house, list a house, condo, rental, business. Look, give me Stu a call.
We started Neon Train to help get small and medium-sized organizations online to transform their learning and make their programs more effective. Our team of learning experts will work with you to understand your budget, project scope, and learning goals. It's so rewarding when our clients say to us, I now have more time to focus on my business. I now have more time to put into my learners. I now have more time to spend with my family. Reach out today and start your organization's learning transformation.
Hello and welcome to the 2024 Stu Sells Halifax Classic. My name is Alan Ehrenholtz. I'm joining you today from the south end of Halifax, Nova Scotia at the beautiful Halifax Curling Club here for draw number 4 of the 7th annual Men's Steel Subaru competition and the 4th annual Women's Neon Train competition. And as you just saw in that advertisement, Neon Train, the sponsor there, and I'm happy to be joined by someone from Neon Train. Rob, how's it going tonight?
Hey, Alan, what's going on?
Not too much. Excited to be here for some absolutely fantastic curling. Rob, the president and CEO, am I getting that correct, Rob, of Neon Train?
Yeah.
Something like that title?
President and founder. We'll just leave it at that. I haven't adopted the CEO name at this point yet.
President and does it all, I am sure. But we're here today, draw number 4 of the event for 2024 with teams St. George and Morrison here on lead stones. First couple rocks here. Looks like the teams are going to keep this first end pretty open, Rob.
Yeah. No, it's great to be back in the booth with you.
Yeah, it's good to be back.
An annual festivity of us. Should be a really good game here this evening. Two really great teams starting off their event here and getting used to the ice.
Yeah. There we go. That hit is going to stick around into the back of the 12-foot there. Currently throwing for Team St. George is Cynthia St. George, who is done not curling school. She's pretty good at curling. Already did that. Done nursing school in December. So congratulations, Cynthia. That's very exciting.
Morrison was on the ice earlier today. This is St. George's first game. Morrison had a loss to Team Blades there early on, so they're going to be looking to come back strong in this game.
And that is going to make not enough contact and roll straight out. That yellow is going to stick around. So the opportunity here for the lead of Team Morrison, Sophie Jackson, to split the rings here. Lead, and also you're going to see her hop into the house and call the game following her stones.
Yeah.
Great to be back here. Lots of action. The event, no charge if you want to come down and watch it. 948 South Bland Street. There's going to be some social events on Friday, Saturday evenings. Come on down.
Yeah, no, it should be a fantastic event. It's a pretty smooth ship. I mean, there's always good fun to be had here at the Halifax Curling Club doing the Stu Sells, and so we hope you join us at some point this week or weekend. And that's just going to come up a little bit short, so that leaves a corner guard out front for Team Morrison playing the Yellowstones, and Team St. George could choose to come around that, maybe sit shot stone buried, but they're going to keep this first end nice and open, calling for the nose hit here on the Yellowstone.
Oh, sorry, I got close. Sorry.
And that's well thrown, just to the nose, just low side of the nose, and sticks around for shot stone.
Going to see them look to replace this hit and stick around. Both teams just getting a feel for the ice in this first end.
Yeah, this is Sophie Sinclair, second for Team Morrison. Goes by Sink on the ice, the shorthand there, and has some side hustles. She's a personal trainer on the side of being a full-time curler.
Well, curl.
It's these teams practice so much, play so much. Hard to find time to work, but it still has to happen.
Yeah, absolutely. Well thrown there. A little bit of that knifing, sweeping technique that we've seen become more prevalent at the pro levels and at the club levels the last few years. And the Yellowstone does stick around. And now it's Emma Riley throwing for Team St. George, a mental performance consultant here in the second on this team. Pretty good teammate to have for a curling rink, a mental performance consultant. That's a pretty good ace up the sleeve. So that just rolls out on Emily, and now Team Morrison has a chance to come around that corner guard, that light draw from earlier, and put some pressure on Team St. George here in end number 1.
It's coming down nicely. Sweepers are just watching it. Calling to curl. See the sweeper trying to push it down. Morrison.
Oh, look at that, just warp in behind that corner guard. A little deep, but fully buried. Nice throw there. Couple of options here for Team St. George. There's the run back. There's the freeze.
Nice.
We do have our curlers mic'd up here, so you should be able to hear some of the conversations on the ice, and we're going to try to let you hear that conversation when possible. This is Jamie Sinclair throwing the run back, the big weight here. Jamie joined this team a few years ago. And just a little on the inside there, drives the yellow by, rolls not quite onto the rings. A good effort there, opens up the yellow stone, but leaves that guard an opportunity for Jen Dodds, third for Team Morrison, to come around and again sit 2 with 1 buried.
Plays mixed doubles with Bruce Moab.
Yes, has had some success, some very good success with Bruce.
Some pretty good success.
Another former participant in the Halifax Stu Sells Classic about 5 years ago, I believe. The team came over and qualified out of the A side, but I don't think won their quarterfinal game that year.
No, I'd have to go to the Google for that.
We gotta go look back at the history here of the event to find that out for you. This is a little heavy. Sweepers are just letting it grind.
Curl. Okay. That's fine.
So both these stones behind T-line. The yellow is partially buried. A couple different options here for Team St. George. Maybe they try this little bit of a hit and roll or an option double to get themselves out of some trouble here.
And if you're watching us online, we'd love to hear where you're from. Throw it up in the chat. I know last couple of years we've been getting people to interact with us online and ask some questions or just comment on the game. So throw that up in the chat where you're at, and hope you're enjoying the stream so far.
Yeah, the chat has saved me a couple times with pronunciation.
Oh.
A little embarrassing as the commentator getting the pronunciation wrong, but the chat has always been there to help me out. So appreciate it. We want you to join us here. Over curling on her first, just banging this on the nose, Jamie Sinclair, and red sits 1.
Looking here for a straight hit.
Yeah, I think also curl.
Keep some separation of those rocks. Take away the double. Have somebody on the chat checking in from Newfoundland.
Oh, there we go. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for listening. We appreciate that. this is hanging out.
Looks
There
like
it goes.
this is going to be all right.
Right on the beak.
Yep.
Nice throw.
So Morrison with hammer here, sitting 2. Nicely spaced across the house.
It'd be a very thin double to try, but I think the hit and roll.
Hit and roll, just to start making their way over to that rock.
That might be the call here. It looks like that's what the broom's down for. And this is Laurie St. George, the skip of the aforementioned Team St. George. She's studying journalism and is also graduating in December. So a big December for the St. George family there.
Yeah.
Lots of celebrations to come. Congratulations to both.
Jamie, it didn't move.
Just double checking the ice here. On that last shot, they're saying didn't move, so they're just evaluating the ice they're giving themselves for this shot.
Ran really well.
And by the ice, we're talking about where the broom's placed. How much movement do we think that stone's going to get?
St. George on her first of 2 here in the first end.
Starting to warp. This is looking really nice.
Starting to move. Gets it over. Look at that.
Very well played.
Still a wide open hit here, and we're going to see Team Morrison try to hit and roll back to where they just were.
Yeah. Don't want to go too thin and jam this. Could think about something flat under the guard, but I think you're right, Rob. I think they're calling to have this roll away.
Just had a check-in from Scotland and now from Pakistan.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
An international flavor.
There we go.
Thank you for joining us. Team Morrison did tell me before the game they wanted to give a shout out to all their fans. You know, they're 3 hours ahead over there.
That's right.
In Scotland, so they wanted to give a shout out to any fans that were watching. So thank you for tuning in, and I know the team appreciates that as well.
And sorry you have to listen to us.
We will say it. We've said it before. We'll say it again.
Sophie Jackson here, first of 2. Hits and rolls over just a little bit.
Well,
Now the double. Looking at the double or looking at the hit and rolling under that guard.
no real. I mean, the way it's been curling, you think there's not a ton of risk to trying either of these shots. So I think the symbol from Laurie was that they're going to try to get underneath here.
Try to roll. This looks like a lot of ice. I know, it's just not in the same pad though. Like it's, well.
Once again, just checking the call here for where they're setting that broom for how much curl they're anticipating.
Interesting comment from Laurie there saying this isn't the same path. Maybe thinking this is a new or a fresh path, maybe a bit more curl here. Saying it's a lot of ice, but she thinks it'll go.
Whoa. Norma. Sam.
Trying to get this to curl. And
It's coming down.
It's just going to get to the nose. We have a check-in from HCC member.
I think it is.
Emily
the name
Wood.
matches. It might be a different. It might be
No.
a coincidence.
HCC member Emily Wood is from Bathurst, New Brunswick.
Oh,
So
cool.
shout out to Emily and anyone else joining us from Bathurst today. And this will just be a nose hit for Rebecca
Yeah.
Morrison to score 2 here in end number 1.
They'll be happy with that outcome.
Yeah, I think so.
They seem to like it out of her hand.
Trying to get this to curl. That looks okay.
Yeah, I think they're fine.
Really nice.
Yep. That's it. 2.
2 for Team Morrison, and that concludes end number 1.
We started Neon Train to help get small and medium-sized organizations online to transform their learning and make their programs more effective. Our team of learning experts will work with you to understand your budget, project scope, and learning goals. It's so rewarding when our clients say to us, I now have more time to focus on my business. I now have more time to put into my learners. I now have more time to spend with my family. Reach out today and start your organization's learning transformation.
You're on.
Okay, well, here we go. End number 2. Not only do you get to listen to Rob during the ends, but you get to see ads of Rob in between. What a special treat for those.
I wasn't expecting that. Who did that?
Oh, no. No, all good, Rob. We're excited that you're here. We're excited that you continue to sponsor the event, to support the event in both with your company and personally being here to help us out with the commentary.
Well, it's always fun, and being a curler here, and one of the folks at the beginning of this, helping this event with the founder, Stephen Thompson, who really got this going. It's been great to see the enthusiasm behind it. Of course, the first few years men's only, and when the option came up to bring the women's event here, it was really a no-brainer for my company to invest in that. And our only kind of condition was that everything purses were equal.
That's amazing.
So happy to be supporting it, and it's always fun to be wearing multiple hats down here.
Yeah. Also helping out with Nova Scotia curling. Now, very involved in the curling community, Rob.
Yeah, a little bit. Nova Scotia keeps me a little bit. The Nova Scotia Curling Association, which not involved in this actual event, but I'm in my second year there as president and helping see through some things there. So, a few things on the go.
A few things. Just a few. So appreciate you giving us some of your time. So at number 2 underway here. We had the Team Morrison deciding to come in, and Team St. George saying, game on, let's put up a corner guard. And that's going to curl a little bit into the 12 foot. A little bit,
yeah.
Maybe getting caught on the ice there, but still a good corner. Can be useful.
It's out there, but we'll see Team Morrison basically ignore that and say, that's nice, but we're going to stick to our game plan here.
Yeah. Looking around the rings here, we're on sheet 8. We have 4 sheets of curling here at HCC for the event. Sheet 1 is Team Mosher versus Team Tremblay. Sheet 2 is Team Duncan versus Henderson. And sheet 4 is Team McNutt versus Team Blades. We'll try to give you some updates when we can. And sheet 2 is also being streamed with some commentary. If you get tired of us, you can always go over to sheet 2.
Flip back and forth.
Yeah, that's what we
Jane and Mary Sue over there, they're probably, I'm sure most people are watching them, not us. But anyways. That center guard came really high.
It is on the center line, though, so
does guard.
Cannot be ticked.
Right, yes,
right?
No tick rule.
No
so
tick.
Rob, what are we dealing with here? This new no tick rule.
Year 2, really, of it. Year 2.
Year 2. Oh, my goodness.
They're used to it now.
I'm not.
Nice placement behind. They probably wanted that ahead of T-line, but it is tucked in behind that guard. Yeah. And now we'll see the call to put the guard there about halfway between.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Probably where they wanted the first one.
Yeah. A little bit of an end we're going to have here with a double center, something on the pin, a corner guard. We're into it here in end number 2 at the Stu Cells.
So now they're hoping that curls in behind.
I mean, like any of these teams, top level, very good communication. We heard there was room. We heard it was a bit heavy. Fantastic.
At that point, they just want to make sure they're on that center line and behind. And
yeah. Probably about 2 feet, maybe 3 feet heavier than they would have liked.
A little too deep.
But probably does a decent job. I mean, that you're not going to see more than maybe a quarter or a third of that yellow that was just thrown. And
No.
Laurie is playing a hack waiter here, I think was the call, to chase this and maybe sit second and third shot. Stone coming in here from Emily Riley. Jamie Sinclair head down here. Gets it by.
Oh, look at that. Should catch the bottom one. All right, jams. It gets one out.
You know what? That's a pretty good result.
Yeah. Just sticking out from under that center guard. You hear them saying there's just so much curl here. So teams are getting used to this ice, understanding of, how much of that envelope can they push to kind of duck in under guards.
Great to see the conditions here. I mean, I was talking with some teams before the draw. The conditions have been great all day. Shout out to Adam McCarahan and the whole ice-making team that put together the conditions here, put together the ice for the event. It's just been fantastic every year, and of course this year as well.
So I could give you like.
Right.
So another I think this is like coming in behind it all. I don't know. I didn't catch the call. Okay, top 12 is what we hear from the front end. Another guard, or as we would say maybe on a Monday night, guard for your life. The lonely yellow in there.
That's right.
I think we're going to start to see some weight thrown at the front of this.
Yep.
Yeah, nice.
Wants to clear this out and get a path.
Okay.
Morrison has that yellow stone buried back on the button, and I'll try to make a pathway to get to that.
Big peel weight here.
Yep.
And does get two going. Nice throw.
Like similar.
Really nice. Leaves the shooter, but when you're making those double peels, it's really hard to get all three moving.
Did move over just a little bit after it hit off center, so it keeps a bit of a line in there for their stone and the 12-foot.
Yeah. Here we go, Jen Dodds. Thirds first here. A little speed wobble.
Little wobble.
Happens to everybody.
Yeah, halfway.
So gonna try to put another guard up here. You hear them calling halfway.
Hard curl. Really tight.
It's gonna go a little further than they thought, but
Now maybe can get some action on that red. Uh-oh. Options available at on Emma Riley's last peel. Just getting that red off the center line opens up some options here.
contemplating that or still clearing that guard up at the top.
Compared to the first, but yeah, keep an eye on it.
Just kind of looking to her team.
Yeah, it feels more like.
I know that look. Sometimes, more often than not, when I'm curling, that's the look I have.
Well, it's good that the team, they rely on each other for those calls when they're not sure, and that's all part of this. It's not just on the one person to make the call. Of course, with Jamie Sinclair down in the other end, very, very good person to go to for opinions.
You have a lot of experience down at the other end, and Jamie. And it's good to have all four players on the same page. Everybody likes the strategy. Everybody likes the call. Makes it easier to throw.
Looks like they're deciding to come down and hit that yellow stone just outside of the 12-foot.
Well, yellow-red combination here. See if they can't get something going.
Calling for the sweep right away, so trying to hold the line to keep the rock straight as it comes down. And they're going to catch this on the nose and a nice little bump back. And look at that.
So close.
Okay.
Just a slight over curl
What are you
there.
thinking?
Now, you are sitting second and third, I think.
Mm.
Potentially second and fourth. Like, there's still some danger here if you're Morrison.
Ah, shoot.
She said,
C'est bon, je suis sûre, eux autres come around. Excuse, c'est quoi ton...
c'est pas contrôle, t'as vu? Ben oui, c'est ça. Il y a même pas une blague de sortie. Ben, c'est parce que j'ai frappé.
Jamie and Cynthia, they're still in good spirits
Yep.
on the boards. Always nice when everyone's having a good time. Easier to make shots.
Onside. Onside. Gotta go. Hard, keep going, keep going.
And hit one. Doesn't get the second, but is now sitting
3?
You got a good
two.
time, so-
Two.
At
Two
least 2.
Okay. Back size.
Try to get the overhead prompter going.
Yeah.
Get a top view shot of that.
There you go. Sorry,
definitely-
folks.
2, maybe 3.
2, maybe 3
Yeah,
here.
from that, looks like it might be 3.
Might be 3. Yeah, 3/4 high here.
Yeah.
Really close to the triple. Well, after that over curl,
So
she
clear with her second.
popped this one out pretty good.
One gets the one.
Oh, unlucky.
Yeah.
Our premium assistant here, Phil Kroll, helping us out with the TV.
Event coordinator.
Event coordinator.
Owner. Event owner, coordinator? No? You're not an owner?
Him of the magnificently trimmed beard. Looking great today, Phil.
It feels more like last game.
And a great curler.
And a fantastic curler.
Yes.
All right, so after driving that straight by, this gives Morrison the opportunity to sit a second one, well, sit 3, but 2 of them fully buried behind center. Really put Team St. George in some trouble here.
Going down the same side they've been down a few times. Haven't seen any throws on the other side of the ice right now. They're coming down where they know. They've been kind of gauging the ice.
Rebecca was telling me before the game that she prefers to throw the big weight, but also obviously has draw weight for her. All these curlers will have both there. Going early. Just maybe a touch light. Commentator's jinx there.
Okay, this wasn't very fair.
That probably does a good amount, though. That yellow is lost in there.
Boys.
I like a hairless.
Yeah, it was very. She was probably a close slide speed.
I like the slide.
Like, I think if she slid like that and then just given us a bit more,
Yeah.
or like her normal release.
Interesting hearing from Sophie there about release differences. That's what you get with the mics here.
4 mics this year, not just the one.
4
So
mics.
that's, I think it must be 4 mics.
I think we've
Yeah.
been at 2 for a while.
Yeah, no,
eh?
that's why we're picking up all the sweeper commentary
Oh,
too in the front end, which is really
fantastic.
great because it gives a whole different perspective that they're talking about what that release was, and they'll give that feedback when it's appropriate, so that it can be worked on, and that's the teamwork that goes on. Right?
Absolutely. All of this goes into making shots. So Laurie just trying to come right to this yellow here. Maybe just move it a few inches. Weights up out of the hand.
Back 8.
Back 8 now.
13-7.
They're going to catch a bit of this rock on the way
Look at
down. Look at
this.
this come. Bam.
Well, that's lovely.
That was great.
Couldn't have made that much better.
Tomorrow.
I mean, there's enough curl there to put like
Sheets fall.
7.
I heard freeze, and then I see the tap, so they're...
Well, oh, there you go. Call for the freeze, it looks like.
I think there's enough curl there to go for it.
Whole team comes down now, so they're...
Do you think? Or?
You would hate to be a little wide, not get that red out of the way, and then roll
Leave it open.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then leave open draw for 2 with backing.
I'm
A
going to
lot of
imagine
backing.
that's exactly. And I'm going to imagine that's what is going through
You can really get
Sophie Jackson's head right now is let's just throw this. Oh, but now we're tightening up the ice. The front end may have influenced this call a bit here.
They're going to the other side of the sheet this time, too, which we haven't seen yet.
Yeah, we're just going to try to follow Laurie's path here and try. I think the call is with that ice a little bit of a tap to sit to.
Probably
J'ai l'impression que
more similar to like draw shot in the last game.
comme tellement tu dois faire j'ai l'impression qu'on dirait que je vais peut-être tomber si je fais ça de même.
Rebecca Morrison here looking to seal the end up with this nice tap. Looking for probably back 8 weight. Back line out of the hand.
Yep, yep. Back 12! Yeah, gotta go, Jen.
This is going early.
Just past it.
Gotta go, gotta go.
Are they going to get past the second one? They're going to wreck them.
Not quite.
Okay. Yeah. It's a good weight.
Are you also seeing the triple for 3, Rob? There's probably a draw to the one they just threw for 2, and there's Laurie lining up
she's
this
looking at
triple.
it. She's not afraid of throwing the high weight here
Not
either.
at all.
Not a stranger to that.
That yellow is wide open. It might stuff. That's what Jamie's just signaling there with her broom.
I mean, the risk,
Okay, just draw.
short of something going really bad, they get their 1.
They get
their
one.
1.
Yeah.
So the triple, they get their 1.
You hit it a bit thick, you probably still get 2. You get 2. You just need the full 4 foot.
Yeah, yeah.
But I think they've decided on straight draw.
They're just
here.
going for the draw.
Yeah.
Thought we'd see some fireworks.
Oof. Second end, you know what? I like this. Get your 2, get the game tied, get comfortable, and that's all good. Just discussing the weight there with her sweepers, making sure she understands how much to throw here.
Looking here to get a second one in for 2 to try to tie this up.
Only back 4.
Back 4 is called.
Only
They
back
can
4,
be
back,
just
backing.
back 4, but not too far. But if they have some backing here, they're going to hit their own stone, and they're
Looks
fine.
like a 2.
They're fine. 2.
Quick
Game's
look for
tied.
Morrison, and that's a 2. All right. Well, after 2 ends, we are tied at 2 here at the 1824 Stu Sells Halifax Classic.
We started Neon Train to help get small and medium-sized organizations online to transform their learning and make their programs more effective. Our team of learning experts will work with you to understand your budget, project scope, and learning goals. It's so rewarding when our clients say to us, I now have more time to focus on my business. I now have more time to put into my learners. I now have more time to spend with my family. Reach out today and start your organization's learning transformation.
Okay, so here we go. End number 3 after St. George took 2 in end 2. After just seeing Rebecca Morrison put up on the scoreboard there now. We'll have Team Morrison with hammer, and we're going to be started off by Cynthia St. George, who is sparing for Lisa Weigel this weekend. Lisa Weigel joining the team in the off season. Very experienced lead, very experienced curler in general to be adding to your roster. Very exciting there for this team, and sure, Lisa, if you're out there listening or watching, we wish you the best and hope to. We're excited to see you back on the ice with this team soon. Let's center guard over curl to hair, and now we're going to see Sophie Jackson goes by SJ on the ice with the team. Try to come around here into the top four.
Similar to what you've given us up here. Yeah. It's pretty good.
Top 8's being called out of the hand.
Top 4.
Top 4 now. Very well. Very good team throw there. Good communication. Line call was excellent. Weight call was excellent. And obviously the throw as well. Just fantastic. And getting that buried into the top 4, top button area.
Like, I think earlier it was just the height.
Cynthia's now going to try to freeze to that yellow stone.
I know. I was like, give us a go.
Looks like it might be out there a bit.
No, that's really nice path there. 14-6.
Just hearing some of the commentary there that path was a 14-6 to the top 4. So just fantastic conditions here.
Great speed.
Great speed. Adam McCarahan's over on just a sheet over from us, gracefully watching over his ice, over his baby, making sure everything plays well. So we appreciate, again, Adam. We're going to say that probably 100 times during this event. But nice shot by Cynthia there to get the redstone in a lovely position.
Yeah, true. We can do that, yeah. So you're just going for like T weight. Yeah. This is a bit heavy.
Looking for T weight here.
Saying back 4 out of the hand. Just in a different path there and crashes on the guard. Does spill in for third shot and does open up those two, that red-yellow combination. So what we'd call maybe the pro side.
The pro miss. The pro miss.
A throwback to a different year you and I commented together. Very different than what Rob and I would throw, which is the us miss.
The us miss.
The us miss. That was the.
Or it could be the Joe miss. It could be the Joe miss. The pro and Joe.
The pro and Joe miss. Yeah. Rob and I not making the pro miss. We're making the Joe miss.
Just the miss. We're just making the miss. And there's no team feedback that can help us.
No, that's not a team feedback issue. That's a thrower's issue right there.
Makes a hit and rolls over there.
It's a lovely throw.
Yeah.
Different release. Try and get a big roll over. I like that.
So as we have Jamie Sinclair here. Yeah. Oh no,
Sophie Sinclair.
Sophie Sinclair.
Sophie, we got two Sinclairs
wrong team.
On the ice. I know. Look at that. Another Joe miss.
Another Joe
miss.
Thanks for catching me.
Good. Looking for the hit and big roll to sit first and third here.
Whoa, Curl. Whoa. Street. Hard back up.
Very nice.
Clears the top one out.
Yeah, look at this. Right behind that guard.
got a little more finish.
Looking
than
to
I thought,
put
actually.
guard back up.
Oh no. If you want, you can use mine if you want.
Try to protect that red stone. It's in a really good spot for Team St. George right now.
God damn it.
See mine anyway. And then when he was curl, I was like,
Yeah, mine's with a blue dot.
Wrong brand.
God's sake.
on est trois.
Choose me.
So hearing the call for a trois, a 3.
3, just outside of the rings.
Those are a few of the French words I actually know. Provide translation services when we can.
And that's not a 3, that's a 4, 5, almost a 6.
Yeah,
little heavy.
A little heavy there. Maybe caught them off guard.
Not lined up amazing.
Oh, j'aimais ce shot-là. Ça a été une de mes options, mais j'étais comme.
Sophie Sinclair mic'd up, providing us with all sorts of great insight into the game here. We appreciate that. Sophie, we know you can't hear us, but we appreciate it nonetheless.
If we put, how close are they? Are they like? Yeah. Are we playing peel at this?
Just checking the feed here on
Ooh.
YouTube. Back the other end. Some folks wanting to see the triple.
Ah, okay. Well, we wanted to see the triple two. We wanted to see the triple.
We wanted to see the triple two.
Well, didn't get the triple last time, but Sophie is going to be throwing peel here, and we're going to get some stones moving.
Well.
Looking for just a hair high.
Here's the hit. And 1, 2.
Yeah, like
Opens that up.
Unlocks the red. That is a lovely piece of curling.
Sitting 2-3.
That's a pretty good result.
Had a question on the feed.
Yeah,
Is the guy commentating the same guy as in the train commercial?
Nice.
That is, in fact, yes. We can
Guilty.
We can confirm Rob Beliveau in the commercial is the Rob Beliveau on the mic. You're very fortunate to have him with us.
No. Desperate. You were desperate.
I was scheduled to be. Oh no, you're added to the schedule.
Yeah,
Never
that's
mind.
right, that's right.
Looking for a hit and roll behind cover here. Really important to get this yellow out of the rings. I would like to keep the red around.
So it rolls in. Nice shot there. But
Sits 2.
What do you like
this
to
time,
play?
Jamie Sinclair, being correct,
we
had
go.
a viewer, a long-time viewer, a very knowledgeable, astute curler, contribute to me a little trivia, asking me who on the sheet today won the Canada Winter Games in 2007, and who was their skip?
It would be.
I already gave you a hint.
No, I know the answer. I don't know if we want to give the stream some time.
no.
See if anyone comes.
Ooh, let's do that.
Yeah,
Let's give the stream some time on
I think
that.
I know the answer here, but we'll give the stream some time.
Who on the ice here won the Canada Winter Games in 2007, and who was their skip? I've already given half the answer away. Put it up in the YouTube channel here.
Yeah, maybe at the end or the beginning of the next end.
all right,
I'll
we'll
give
do
you
that.
my guess.
All
I think I know. So as we get back to the ice here, looking for a hit and roll.
Gonna get the hit. Rolls under. Nice.
Oh, there.
Just squeaks out a little bit, but I think.
A little Christmas tree action.
Yeah.
I saw Colleen Jones upstairs earlier. Made sure to get the Christmas tree shout out for her. This is a dangerous situation for St. George here. If they're not careful, could give up a big end.
We've got 2 answers on the feed so far.
Oh, there we go. Look at that, getting engagement. Oh, man.
Getting engagement. Appreciate your feedback.
And I promise I won't look at the feed.
Okay.
I won't look at the feed, and we'll see if I can get it later.
So looking here at shot stone as St. George.
So there's a couple options here. They were looking at the run back, and there might be a run double in there to get a bunch of yellows moving. They also are looking at potentially freezing to that yellow stone that is second shot right now. and really trying to shut this end down.
I feel like that run double really has a risk of a jam.
I think you're right.
And even maybe a spillover taking out their own stone.
Yeah.
So
So I think they've settled on, this looks like the draw, the freeze top 4 to kind of try to shut the end down a bit.
Yeah. Some great curling here already.
My goodness,
Only
we're
the third
3
end,
ends here. No hesitation from these teams. Both returning teams. I believe Laurie's been a number of times.
Yes.
And Morrison's been a number of times as well. So they know the ice here. They've been here once or
Morrison
twice.
was year 1 or 2. This is her second time back.
Yep.
St. George, every year I believe that the event's run, she's been here.
I believe so, yeah. So back 4 is a little heavy for this shot. Needs to come down. Don't want to leave this double, and that looks like is exactly what they've done. A nose or a hair high double to sit 3. Now, the saving grace here, depending on where this Yellowstone finishes, there might be a double back, but that's not the greatest miss there from Jamie Sinclair.
Nope. Makes them go away. Now sitting 3.
And gets below the tee line, making this shot here very scary to look at. Not a lot of that Yellowstone available from the hack.
Mais aussi en y repensant, genre je me disais ça juste avant qu'elle lance, j'étais comme si on était encore.
Hit what you can see. I do think you make this. And I think maybe the saving grace is if you kind of are a little tight, you might make it on the top yellow too.
Yeah.
I mean, I need half a rock and I see half a rock.
There you go.
Well, that answers that.
Hit what you can see.
I generally hit what I can hit.
Yeah, well, I'll hit anything I can take.
Big shot here. Big shot here. First of 2. Laurie St. George.
Ooh, she backed that up a hair.
I think she's
close.
got it. I think she's got it.
Oh, just underneath. That's a heartbreaker.
You really don't want to go in there and go deep.
So now Team Morrison with the opportunity to
And I guess that if
bury another one in there.
Yeah.
that's it.
Just hearing the conversation that they don't want to go deep. And what they mean by that, I think, is they don't want to go behind the tee line and give a freeze to Laurie St. George to get out of the end.
If you're short is the B.
We have any more answers on the stream?
There's a couple.
All right.
Couple.
Okay, good stuff.
Then a question if Randy Furby's playing in the event.
I wish Randy Furby was playing in the event. I've heard he is a time at Bonds.
I'd be happy if Randy Furby was just here watching with us.
That would be fantastic.
Playing, watching, whatever.
Oh, my goodness.
Randy, if you're listening.
Yeah, if anyone knows Randy, can you text him? Maybe, there's still time to get to the event for Randy or for anybody. Event's on all weekend. We're here till Sunday.
Big shot here coming up.
Feels very close. Top 8.
Wants to be buried here.
Needs to be deeper than that yellow in the 12-foot.
Yeah. Sweepers are hard on it. Think it's good now. Look at this. Whoa.
Just let it stop.
Stop.
Oh, and it does come that little bit deep. They've just kind of fooled them. Well, I think that sums up the shot.
Yeah. Enough said.
Yep. Yeah, we don't need to add anything to that. So there is probably another half-stone double to sit buried, or the
Draw.
freeze. And I think
The freeze really gives them some nice protection under that top 12. Does leave
the freeze, I think, is the call here. They just seen this path. They would have known where the broom needs to go, and hopefully the speed.
That's a bit less than Jamie, but I think I just need less than Jamie. T-line?
can't leave this out here.
Like, anywhere
Showing
very
even a third to a half on the tee line is probably okay.
Yeah.
It probably jams. But definitely want to get as buried as possible.
Try Big Adam. Try Big Adam.
They're calling between tee and back four, so
Back four.
Back
looks
four
like it's
right
holding
now.
out there a little bit. Looks like it's holding out there.
Trying
It's
to
got
get
to
it.
come in.
More back four.
You can't now!
No, they can't come. They
On tap. On tap.
stop.
Oh, can't. And that is disaster, unfortunately. Just that little rub, no backing, and that stone is now removable. For
Even if it's a bit light, still has to make a hit to get rid of it, and could have some backing where it's behind that stone now, wide open.
call is for probably hack weight here, maybe board weight, whatever Rebecca's feeling to remove that yellow or red stone, apologies, and the potential for a crooked 4 spot here.
Parce que même on avait pu faire un hit and roll. On aurait roulé genre tout en arrière de l'Olor. Mais on aurait battu Stell en avant, tu comprends?
So here we go. Rebecca Morrison, Sophie Sinclair, Jen Dodds on the brush. Sophie Jackson in the house.
There you go.
She said yes.
On the brush early.
Here up.
Looking for a little bit of curl. And that's well played.
That's a great shot. Oh, they're going to lose their shooter. So
Okay.
a bit of a missed opportunity there, but still a 3.
Still a big 3 there. So
Yeah, thank God.
after 3, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Just a big 3 there for Team Morrison, up 5-2 after 3.
Hey, curling fans, I'm standing here in front of Sheet Stew here at the High Park Club, and I just want to let you know that I'm so excited to sponsor the sport of curling, to help curling out. So you can go to stewcurls.com, see all my events, see the Stew Sell series, but you know what? I also sell real estate as well. So you need to buy a house, list a house, condo, rental, business. Look, give me Stu a call.
Hello and welcome back. We are now in end number 4 here on sheet number 8 at the 1824 Stew Sells Halifax Classic, the 7th annual Steel Subaru men's event, the 4th annual Neon Train women's event. We'd like to give a shout out to our other partner sponsors, the one, the only, the Curling Store over there in Burnside in Dartmouth, Crombie REIT, Scotia Square, the Murphy Hospitality Group, the PEI Brewing Company, and our supporting sponsors, the Stanhope Simpson Insurance Company and the Stew Sells Realty Company. Here we're going to have Sophie Jackson, 28-year-old full-time curler who also does marketing for the British Curling Supplies Company, leading us off here, looking to get this into the top 4 foot. Sophie Sinclair, Jen Dodds on the brush. That looks very nice in the top 8. Rebecca Morrison was calling line there. And we're going to also have, well, here we go, Laurie St. George, her of the very spiffy white shoes. Loving the white shoe look, Laurie. Calling line here, calling the game. Cynthia St. George throwing with Emily Riley and Jamie Sinclair watching this or shepherding this corner guard down the sheet. My name is Alan Ehrenholtz. I'll be here all weekend. I'm joined by founder of Neon Train, Rob Beliveau, and I believe we have some trivia to follow up on.
We do.
Okay.
We do.
So, can you repeat the question for those who may not have?
Again, from an avid, very tenured curler friend of mine, won't name their name, asked who on the ice on our sheet here won the Canada Winter Games in 2007 and who was their skip?
Okay, so kind of gave away who it was on the sheet. Jamie Sinclair was there.
Ding, ding, ding.
She won the Canada Winter Games in 2007, and her skip was the one, the only, the currently representing Team Canada at the Pan-Continental Curling Championship,
That would be her.
Rachel Homan.
That's right.
I believe also on that team, and maybe our anonymous curling insider can help me if I'm wrong here.
Yep.
Emma Miskew at second, and I believe a Kreviazik, and I'm going to go with Allison, but it might not have been Allison Kreviazik at lead.
Okay.
So maybe our anonymous, or maybe someone in the chat.
Or maybe somebody in the
Maybe in
chat.
the chat can help us out there.
Now we give them permission to hit the Google and figure that out.
Yeah. Help us out here.
Yeah.
Help us out.
Thanks everyone who put their guess up or they knew it. It wasn't
a lot
guess.
of people knew it. A lot of people knew the answer
BCC
to that.
curling. Way to go.
VCC?
BCC.
BCC. Oh. All right. BCC.
Right to my room.
Oh, BCC is telling us Emma and Lynn.
Lynn
Same
Kreviazik.
here.
All right, I got the wrong
I
Kreviazik.
can't believe our anonymous trivia donor didn't put Emma in that whole thing. I'm a little
know.
disappointed.
Yeah. Well, thank you, BCC Curling, for helping me out there. I appreciate the engagement, and we have ourselves an end here.
We do.
We show you lead stones. We want to give some love to our leads. Cynthia, Sophie, you're throwing really well. This end is shaping up really good. But Sophie Jackson thinks that she can see just enough of this red to make a play on it, and so calling for maybe control weight here to remove the red stone from play.
Haven't seen a lot of play out here on the wings up till now, so this will be interesting to see how it runs down. Calling off the sweep right now. Now calling the outside sweeper in to try to carve it in or move it in, and going to make the hit.
Very nice. Very, very nice. So with that red stone removed, I'm going to try to make this just a touch better. Maybe get it fully buried instead of poking out a half a stone or a third of a stone there. And put some pressure on Team Morrison here.
Line's tight. See line. You gotta go line.
Hard line. Go, Bree. See line.
I think we got to make the trivia segment more frequent on the broadcast.
Let's do it.
I really liked
Let's do
that.
it.
That was a ton of fun.
It's fun.
Yeah. Another segment we've brought up before is the fashion update. And I'm looking out on sheet number 1, and it is Team Moshers, I believe it is their second, is sporting one yellow and one white and orange shoe. And I'm saying it is looking really good.
Yep.
Really, really slick out there on sheet number 1. So if you want to see it in person,
Come on down.
come on down, South Bland Street, Halifax Curling Club on Google.
No admission. Free admission. Come on down.
There we go. Look at that.
I see neon out on that.
That is, in fact,
You had me at neon. So.
that is very neon yellow. So this yellow, this red stone, we should pay attention to the game.
Gonna go back out. And once again, gonna make the hit.
There we
make
go.
it go away.
Yeah. So one more try here,
Nice.
giving a bit more ice. Weight's been good both times. Really
Yeah,
good depth.
no.
Just poking out that little bit.
T-line.
T-line's the call.
Top 8. Top 12. On est là. On est top 12. Top 8.
Also
Top 8.
going
So it's
sideways. It's also going
Not
sideways.
as deep
on
as the other ones, so
Feel like
That looks like a really good spot.
yeah, still just poked out the other side,
Just single
but
peel.
Good enough to force the single peel.
yep.
Playing this inside out to avoid any possibility of a red jam. And may even want to try to stick this shooter around for a second center guard. Straight peel.
And opens it up.
For those on the stream wondering, it is Henniger. I'm going to have to go over say hi to Mr. Henniger later on Team Mosher, sporting the neon yellow and then white, orange, and blue shoes. Very slick look. So shout out to Mr. Henniger there. And also, you know what? I'm loving the black and pink jerseys. I think a very slick look all around from Team Mosher.
Fantastic.
So, with that peel made, Laurie St. George calling the come around to back button. Straight come around from Jamie Sinclair here, looking to sit shot zone behind both of those yellow stones.
Need back for her. Okay,
high.
clean. Okay, on va come around out.
Oh, and I think we're all traumatized from that. And then
T-line. Straight. Hard him. Top 4. Hard him.
Looking to get around here, and do they make it? Just rubs on that.
Just
top
a
one.
hair of a rub.
RG. I like that. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so with that rub, we do have a red shot stone. However, it is available. It is open. Sophie Jackson has the broom down for Jen Dodds to throw a hit here. I think ideally they would like to roll away from the center line to make sure there's no double for Team St. George.
Calling for the sweeper to move it. Nope. Now calling for line to hold it straight as it comes down.
Right on the nose.
Hit.
That's fine.
Okay, so there it is. There's the signal from Laurie. The double is available.
Pearl. Yeah. Okay, that's still fine.
Rob, you could play like a hit and roll on top here, but you might not get a better opportunity
No.
to move that buried
No.
stone.
Pearl as you thought, or no? Has you stayed?
I'm not gonna lie.
I think the call here is for the double.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then, but then I knew I could get through with that.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fine.
A little wide, trying to curl it.
I think hit nose. Yeah.
7-8.
Roll out a bit. So
So we heard a few things there, Rob, coming down the sheet. We heard firm
Yep.
weight, and then we heard a 7-8. Looking at trying to communicate how much weight they were throwing there, I think.
the time between the two hog lines, 7-8.
Which is very close to a firm weight. It's right there. Very nice throw. Just maybe didn't move as much as they thought it would.
Yep. Ran straighter than they
Yeah.
thought. So
Oh, good. They're sitting second, third with, so good chance of getting a 2 here. They need to make a shot on that top 8-foot yellow stone, but Team St. George does have the opportunity there.
Yeah, I'm happy with that then.
It was a good throw.
With both reds available, Team Morrison here, just talking about what is the best way to shut this 2 down,
yep.
or not leave a double potentially as well. Settling on this stone on the right-hand side of the sheet as we look at it. Or, well, as you look at
As
it.
you look at it.
For us, it's left-hand side of the sheet, but trying to get a big roll here, I think, underneath everything.
Yep. It's there with that stone sitting in the top 8, but
Yeah. Would hate to nose this, you think. And a reminder, Rebecca Morrison saying earlier today, she does like to throw the big weights. I'm sure she is lining this up, liking the opportunity to throw some weight at this.
coming down and gonna get the hit and roll.
Oh,
And what a shot. What a shot.
My goodness. So with that, absolutely fantastic roll. We have Team Morrison sitting 2 without hammer here and putting Team St. George in a spot of trouble to try to get their deuce. Or to even score 1, really.
They can get down to that shot stone on the button and they can bump it back. But the gap there, they need.
Do you ever play something on the front
Hack
guard? Hack weight's not terrible.
No.
Oof. Team Morrison really just putting on a clinic here today. That is just fantastic shot meeting through.
Serious pressure.
Yeah, just fantastic. I think the call is the freeze through this hole.
Heavy this, that's only thing.
Wow.
Like it just feels like it's only pulling down a bit.
Oh, I didn't find that.
Really?
Because we had them on all mixed up. Well, to be fair, I was thinking
Wants to really latch this on. If it hangs out there.
You can't be on your own red.
No.
That would be disaster.
we had 2 and I was like,
Okay.
But Laurie's had good draw weight all day.
Yeah.
They should like.
So she
like
should be
WCF and that
close.
should change to these ones.
Good feedback from the front end here on the weight on this path.
I think they're more reliable than wire
you think
ones.
about where the transmission thing is, where it is, and where the Laurie would be for the WCF is quite far.
Ah, fair. Yeah, true. Fair enough.
Our first of 2 here. St. George.
Back line.
Calling it a little heavy. Right now it's aiming on their own, which is not what they're going to want.
High side on this.
It's coming down, but they're going to tap their own. And
okay, well, not how they drew it up, but they
Nope.
are sitting second shot half buried.
Just big on release, huh? Fair heavy. Why? I know.
Just hearing from Laurie and Jamie there. Just big on release. Just
Yeah.
a little extra add. Ran straight on
Yeah.
them.
I will shut you about.
Sophie and Rebecca just taking some time with this.
they're considering to come down and sit nose and hit that red out. They'd be sitting 3.
I think the risk they're contemplating is you never want to hit that top red. Anything on that top red
No.
is poor. So how much weight do you throw at this? And it looks like the broom is down for a bundle of weight.
Yeah.
I feel like nothing is moving in that path, right?
So Rebecca Morrison here with her last in end number 4.
After picking up 3 in the last end, giving themselves a little buffer here, have an opportunity to put more pressure on.
She's popped it out a bit. Jen Dodds curling this to try to bring it back.
Hard.
And,
And that is straight by.
Flush.
You heard Laurie and Jamie talking there after Laurie's shot. Nothing's curling there.
No.
And maybe with that big weight.
A little heavier weight, getting a little more punished with the lesser curl out there. And that one there definitely sailed past.
Yeah, so not, personally, Rob, I'm not seeing a shot for 3 here. So I think they're lining up this little slash shot for a 2.
2.
Yeah, I think that's the call here. Maybe like a solid control weight.
Yeah.
See if they can adjust for that straighter spot they were talking about.
I know. God, that makes such a difference.
Just hearing Rebecca and Sophie talk about that as well. Just that positive release really running straight right there.
They'll adjust from that, though.
Oh, yeah.
Final stones here in the 4th.
Needs to hit this about 3/4 high. Oh, that's low.
It's gonna hit and steal at 1.
Yeah, we'll have to try to revisit that. We'll listen in. We'll see if the teams give us any insight. But after 4, that's another steal of 1. So 6-2 Team Morrison over St. George.
Yeah, good.
We started Neon Train to help get small and medium-sized organizations online to transform their learning and make their programs more effective. Our team of learning experts will work with you to understand your budget, project scope, and learning goals. It's so rewarding when our clients say to us, I now have more time to focus on my business. I now have more time to put into my learners. I now have more time to spend with my family. Reach out today and start your organization's learning transformation.
So, back at it here. Second half of the game.
Yep.
And number 5. Team Morrison up 6-2 on St. George. Team St. George with hammer after that steal of 1.
Yeah, big end of 3, which could have been 4, and then came back and stole 1, so made up for that miss.
Got the 4 anyway.
The 4 anyway.
Fourth point.
Just took
There
an
you
extra
go.
end. And,
There we go.
Choose away, and now they're on the 5th end.
So, I don't know what the chat is saying there, Rob, but I have some feedback from my mom. Shout out to Mom Erin Holtz out there watching the stream, who thinks, and I think she's supposed to say this, but she thinks I'm very funny. She thinks you're very funny too.
Well,
so.
no, you are funny.
I don't know. I think she's
I'm just the sidekick.
No,
so,
no, we're getting some positive feedback from Mom Erin Holtz there. The stream will look for some feedback as well. If you like what we're saying, let us know.
Thanks for chiming in. We do have a contribution from our watcher here, Yellow Mellow, who asked if Randy was here, and Randy is unfortunately not here, but Randy is invited. So Randy is invited. So some trivia for the Trivia Guru, which is maybe aimed at the person who gave us the first question.
Okay.
So if that person's still listening out there, they have some work to do. What is the highest combined score between 2 teams at a Scotties game ever?
Ever?
Now, we don't have the technology here like TSN or Sportsnet to start, pulling up the Google and figuring that out. So, Yellow Mellow, I'm going to hold you to this answer, and I'm going to trust that whatever you tell us here and at the end of this end is correct. And in the meantime, for the folks listening, what is the highest combined score between 2 teams at a Scotties game ever? That's an interesting question.
That is an interesting question. And unlike the previous one, this one I have no idea.
Yeah, this one you gotta be a curling fanatic to really know this one. So
interesting.
We'll find out at the end of the end.
Okay, fun.
As we watch Team Morrison put in a stone, nice little tap. And we see St. George with the first corner guard and now electing to come in behind it.
Okay, so ends on here. Just looking across the sheets, sheet 1, we have Team Tremblay playing in end 5, up 5-2 on Team Mosher. Sheet 2, we have our other featured sheet with Mary Sue and Jane. We have what looks to be a 2-2 score after 4 ends, I believe, and they're playing in a 5. And then over on sheet 4, we have Team McNutt up 4-1 on Team Blades. Very good mix of sort of local Nova Scotia talent and international talent, which I think is a very cool feature
it's really good.
of this event.
Just we don't want.
Yeah, no, it's
We got a good time. Wait.
great teams here down at the Halifax Curling Club. Free admission all week. Food, entertainment all week as well. So great curling, great entertainment, great atmosphere. Come on down.
Yeah. First day of the event here. We do have one more draw tonight. We have a 9 p.m. draw.
Yeah.
So still more curling to come. Whether you're coming down to the club, we wish you to join us, or if you're joining us on the stream. I think it sounds like Rob and I are both on the stream later today.
We are. We were going to be together, but then we got split up. So,
you have an opportunity to listen to Rob and I later as well.
Yeah.
I know. Very exciting. Now, so a little bit of discussion here from Morrison. They are up 4, so maybe thinking about how to keep this as clean as possible.
If they make the roll, we've got a slash in with the guard. She just doesn't. She really doesn't like the guard because she thinks it's helping them.
I'm just going to let Sophie explain it for us.
Yeah, we don't need to talk right now.
Okay. Right. So top 4.
Why listen to us when you can listen to her?
Know your limits.
Absolutely.
It's great having all 4 mic'd up. It's really really great.
It is, yeah.
Fell there. Whoa.
So I think what was decided was they were going to come in, sit 3 in the house, because they think that a guard is only helping Team St. George. And that's just because guards allow you to hide and allow you to score points.
Line. Get a wee bump.
So didn't get quite to the T line.
No.
Opportunity here to sit behind their own guards, and that stone back button is also helping Team St. George. So opportunity here maybe to put some points on the board.
Okay. That really, that's fine there. Really came down.
Yeah.
So it looked like it was like their weight, and then I was like, she's coming down.
I've not gone with a lot of draws, but I guess neither of us have for a while. But like, I thought it looked like it was actually running a bit, and then suddenly we were both. Then also said, oh, it's coming down, so I don't know if I was like, I don't know if it's me.
St. George down by 4.
Yeah.
Wants to really get a stone in there, and
So they're electing to not hit yet and try to use the big curl on this sheet. Play a draw weight shot, keep everything in play. Very interesting.
Yeah, exactly. That's a good. Like, I was kind of aiming for like top 8 spine over like being.
Top 4.
Interesting hearing from Sinclair and Morrison there. Just talking about their draw weight. They said they haven't thrown draws very well today. I would tend to disagree. I think they're throwing pretty well. But I think they probably have their own standard, maybe. But I'd say they're throwing pretty well, Rob.
Peel that out.
so follow up to our trivia question, which was, what is the highest combined score between 2 teams at a Scotties game ever? An extra clue offered by Yellow Mellow, the contributor of that question, which is the game is from the last 10 years.
Oh, I would not have guessed that.
So if
I would
you're
have
watching
thought this
us,
was an older game.
sign in on YouTube there. Put your answer. We'd love to hear from you by the end of this end.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. That. Okay. That looks good.
And I do have one answer from somebody listening, but not commentating
Our
on the
anonymous-
stream. An anonymous answer.
Anonymous source. We do like the anonymous source. We appreciate you contributing as well.
Looking for the stone.
Look at that.
One.
Quick double
Look
peel.
at that.
Easy. So there, Team Morrison they thought the red that was thrown there by Emily Riley, apologies, was available. They could have just peeled that out, but decided the guards were more dangerous.
Yeah.
And decided, okay, you know what? We have a double peel here.
Get rid of those.
Get rid of the guards. We're up 4. Let's keep it simple. Let's keep it simple.
Yeah, I was like, oh, wow. Yeah, nice. Yeah.
Call for a draw here to try to get him behind. I mean, that yellow stone is behind the back of the button, so there is.
It's there.
The freeze is there.
It is definitely there.
And there's enough curl on this ice to do that. So.
Oh, absolutely.
From the hack, it looks really tough.
I think it looks tough from behind the glass, too.
Yeah. So we see this stone comes down. Looks like it might be running just a little hot.
It's close.
But
it's by.
coming down.
Oh,
Just
robbed.
hits that guard. It was just a little heavy. A little inside, a little heavy, and
Just getting
sits there in the back
by
heat.
the amount of curl on this ice. After last end playing home
Yeah.
on the as you're looking at it, left-hand side of the or right-hand side of the sheet, I should say, being very straight.
Yeah.
Maybe just getting caught
A little bit.
with that that curlier side of the sheet.
Yep.
So now looking to make this red go away. Fine with losing the shooter there.
Easy.
Easy. Makes it
Well
look
played.
easy.
Well played. So now Jamie Sinclair's turn to attempt to make this freeze. Jamie Sinclair of the ever popular curling tutorial videos
Right.
on YouTube. Jamie taught me a thing or two
Yep.
when I was learning to curl via those YouTube videos. Still someone who I direct my Learn to Curl students to.
There you go.
Yeah. Jamie, we want some updated videos though. Maybe a directional sweeping video now.
Ooh.
Yeah,
very
we
good.
need an update to the sweeping tutorial video.
You can talk to her about that after the game.
I probably
Yeah.
well, I don't know. Maybe we've got a few more points here first. Now, curling tradition. Both teams have said, Halifax Curling Club at the bar. Yeah, I think an innovation of yours, potentially. When you
I
were
don't know.
a former president of the Halifax Curling Club
yeah.
said, we need to have the best tap
bigger bar.
list.
A
A
bigger
bigger bar and the best tap list in the curling scene.
And a shop broom.
And a shop room. So all of these things
They're
still
there.
exist
They're all there.
in the Halifax Curling Club.
They're all
And
there.
both teams have said they are excited to try all the taps
Sorry, you
here at the Halifax Curling Club. So it's not just for the fans.
Yeah.
The curlers will be enjoying the bar with us. They're here to socialize. They're here to play. They're here to be competitive, but they're here to have a good time as well and be a part of the atmosphere. So come down, Halifax Curling Club,
Yes.
South Bland Street. Join us for this Stu Sells Halifax Classic.
A lot of weight being thrown here to make these top redstones go away, and look at that. What a double.
Wow. And all the
Just
staggers. Oh, my goodness. Ooh, baby. I think this might be time to try for the blank here.
So we got a little shout out here from Jim. Thanks, Jim. Brothers Jim and Paul are enjoying the stream from their home in Columbus, Ohio. Big pat on the back. Whoever's operating the cameras and the video, production is first class.
That'd
so I'm
be
gonna
Gabby.
send that back to them.
Gabby on the production behind us here. Big smile on her face. Thank you. She's been lovely all evening.
Yeah. And we've got some answers rolling into our trivia.
Uh-oh.
And,
Uh-oh. I still have no idea what the answer to this question is. I'm looking over to esteemed volunteer Emma Arnold over there for maybe a hint, but she's just shaking her head at me. she's, pro tip over there. It is a bit of a trick question, is what we've been informed.
Oh, okay.
That doesn't help me at all.
No. We have one answer in the feed, so we'll see what happens here as we watch Team Morrison pile the stones in without hammer.
Yeah.
Up by 4.
It's a tough end here for Team St. George. I mean, when you're down big, you're chasing. Every shot has to be perfect, and this end just has not gone their way.
Came off it.
So, Team Morrison choosing to be aggressive here and coming into the 4-foot area. Would hate to be deep here. Give a pocket, give an out for Team St. George. Jamie and Laurie with smiles on their faces, though, looking to stay positive.
Yep.
Still have a good time here at Halifax. Maybe talking about what tap they might enjoy later, but maybe talking about the next shot. Could be either. Could be either. This is Rebecca Morrison looking for top button on this draw.
What she said? Top 8.
It's there for the taking, so
Sophie Sinclair,
Looks
Jen Dodds,
like-
heads down.
heads down. It might be just a little light. It's going to come up
Look at,
or just hits a tap there, but still a great shot.
Great shot. No draws anymore. I'm not sure I agree with Laurie there. I am not sure.
I think it's there on that side of
it's
the
actually
ice,
lovely there, yeah.
just there. But
Yeah, I'd agree.
Do you ever just try to blast something on the nose at the front and give your
1, 2. I think you can clear
couple?
a couple, but you're not getting back to that shot wrong.
Well, they're playing this slash double now.
Yeah. No.
Okay, well, and you know what that does? It does mean they'll open up the scoring area a little bit, which is probably a good thing.
Look, she's calling for this outside run back in to get to that stone on the back of the button, but
Yeah, it's a tough shot.
tough shot.
This is a tough situation. I don't think at skip stones you ever want to be looking at 4 or 5 like this. Now, I was just thinking, we got the 4 mics on the ice. Next, you were just signaling on our screen where the double was. Next year, I think we get the telestrator.
Yeah, we need the telestrator.
We need the
Bring
wand.
on the
We need the wand.
telestrator.
We're looking at Gabby here.
Yeah.
Gabby is nodding her head. She's
I mean,
gonna
they
help
do it
us
on
out.
real TV, right? Why can't we do it?
Exactly. So here we go. Laurie St. George looking to throw big weight, make this slash double, and open up her scoring area from about 12 square inches to maybe about 4 or 5 times that.
Yeah. 36. But if anyone can do it, she can.
Yeah,
So let's watch this shot.
There we go. Gonna hold this straight.
One, two.
And stuffs it.
Stuffs it. Just jams it.
It's been
It was close though, like super
close.
so close.
I mean, I think it's just been that type of game for the whole team. They've just been that wrong side of the inch, and that's
Probably not,
that's really tough
Yeah.
for them right there. I mean, you would have.
So they want to take away any draw opportunity here on Morrison's last shot, and
Probably just looked top 12, top 8. Don't want to give that slash. Well, you can't throw the slash, can you?
I think you'd want to be
Like kind of half on the yellow.
yeah.
Okay, so just top
Make them throw the other turn.
Yeah. We'll keep it rushed down.
Top 8 that if Laurie makes the double, her shooter is sticking, still not shot to the
Yeah.
Yeah.
that.
Make her throw like a wide out turn and hope to pick. Because theoretically the button's there now. The jam, the button's there. I think light is okay here.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't want to be hit.
No. Nothing behind that tee line.
It's really out there.
Hanging out there. So they went wide, a little wider than they've been before. And I think, but you see the stone coming down now. Look at this curl. Look at this come down.
Top 4 tee though.
Yeah. Top 4. It's going to be just 4. Yeah. Full 8. Full 8. That's fine. I say if she makes it, that still leaves that stone just on biting the top 4 is shot.
Can you? We need the telestrator. We're
I
looking
know
at
we
the
need the telestrator.
We
Where's
need the telestrator. Low side on that stone just thrown, rubbed down maybe, but they're looking at this outturn draw.
I think that's. I mean, the
so
the probabilities here are. What does the skip feel comfortable with for a shot? And
yeah, I think anything in the 4 foot.
There would be some
down to 1.
Some previous coaching and statistics that would help guide this decision at this point.
Analytics becoming more and more a part of the game.
For sure.
Absolutely, especially at this level.
Yep. Not at my level.
At our level, it is.
Make it on time to the game. That's an analytic.
That's a good one. How many beers during the game? Another analytic, potentially. But here for now, Laurie St. George looking for full 4 foot, looking for button if she can.
Oh, I despise it, actually.
All right. Let's listen here.
No, I actually don't.
Not that far out there.
Really exciting shot this.
Sweeper's holding this.
It's coming down. Is it going to get around? I think it's going to die, and it's going to be 2 for 3. 2, 3, 2, 3. Ooh, it's at least 2, maybe 3. Might see the measurement stick come out. We'll see what happens. She'll give Morrison at least an 8-2 score.
Thanks for the game. Thanks for the game.
And it won't matter as we have handshakes. So,
Good.
Team Morrison, after a loss earlier today, bounces back really strong against Team St. George. And this game started out really tight. Some amazing shots on both sides. And here in this end, Team Morrison really got them in a bind and took the win. So as we look here as a final check-in with the old trivia, Team Burt against Team Crawford 2019. Thanks, Jennifer, and thanks for the extra note there. That is, I believe, correct, and Yellow Mellow seems to have confirmed it, and I did have an unofficial vote for that on the outside too, not on the YouTube channel. So thanks to everyone for listening and following us online today. We really hope you've enjoyed this game of the Stu Sells 1824 Halifax Classic. Women's event brought to you by Neon Train. Men's event brought to you by Steel Subaru. Events going on all week. Free admission down here at the club, 948 South Bland Street. And next games this evening are going to be at 9:30 p.m. And we have on Sheet 8, Team Manuel against Team Steel. And Sheet 2, we're going to have Team La Douceur against McKetton Driscoll. So we hope you'll come down and watch or follow us online. However you decide to watch us, please stick around us all weekend. And Alan, just wrap things up as this game saw handshakes while you took a little leave over there to get something off the back desk, and now we're just wrapping up. So
right. Well, thank you folks for joining us. Thanks all for listening in. We did confirm it was Emily Wood from the club.
It's
in
the same one?
Bathurst.
Okay.
Same
Good,
Emily Wood
good,
and
good.
her and Mother Liz Wood. So shout out to Liz Wood.
And we confirmed that the trivia winner was Team Bird against Crawford, so New Brunswick PEI in 2019.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah,
Okay.
look
All
at that.
right. We got some good.
And it was 13-12, total points of 25.
I actually was going to say 25, and I swear you.
I don't even know if we're still on the air anymore, but we're just talking about it. So,
Okay,
Yeah.
so we are still on the air. Shout out to Gabby for running the
Yeah.
show behind us
Yeah.
here. Really appreciate you joining me here, Rob.
So
Looking
let's
forward.
direct people over to sheet 2, where we have Team Duncan and Team Henderson still going on over there. Tight game, all tied up in the 6th. So go on over there and check it out. Other sponsors for this event include the Curling Store, Crombie Reet, Scotia Square, Murphy Hospitality Group, and PEI Brewing Co. And the supporting sponsors are Stanhope Simpson Insurance and Stu Sells Realty. So thanks to all the sponsors for contributing to this event, all the participants, all the volunteers. Alan and Rob signing off for this one, and we'll see you again at
9 p.m.
9 p.m. Thanks.
Thanks, everyone.
Bye.
Bye now.
We started Neon Train to help get small and medium-sized organizations online to transform their learning and make their programs more effective. Our team of learning experts will work with you to understand your budget, project scope, and learning goals. It's so rewarding when our clients say to us, I now have more time to focus on my business. I now have more time to put into my learners. I now have more time to spend with my family. Reach out today and start your organization's learning transformation.
Hey, curling fans, I'm standing here in front of Sheet Stew here at the High Park Club, and I just want to let you know that I'm so excited to sponsor the sport of curling, to help curling out. So you can go to stewcurls.com, see all my events, see the Stew Sell series, but you know what? I also sell real estate as well. So you need to buy a house, list a house, condo, rental, business. Look, give me Stu a call.
Hello, and after all that nice, lovely sign-off work that Rob and I did, Gabby has been able to point the cameras over at sheet number 1, where we have end number 6 between Team Mosher and Team Tremblay. Currently, we have a 7-3 Tremblay lead over Team Mosher. So we're going to cover this game until the end here. You're welcome to stay with us here on the stream, or you're welcome to jump over to sheet number 2 between Team Henderson and Team Duncan, where there is a 2-2 tie as they play number 6. That stream is being brought to you by Mary Sue and Jane over there, the ever lovely. And over on sheet 4, we currently have a 4-2 lead in end number 6 between Team Blades and Team McNutt. So, 3 sheets of curling still going here at the Halifax Curling Club, 7:47 local time. 9 p.m. is our next draw. I'm sure our ice maker, Adam McCarahan, and the ice making team starting to get a touch nervous about making that 9 p.m. draw. But regardless, we will be here, we'll be streaming, we'll be live, and we'll be providing you updates throughout the evening. So, welcome back, Rob Beliveau, to the booth as we look at sheet number 1 and a 7-3 Team Tremblay over Team Mosher lead.
We get a second chance.
I was just saying, after all that lovely sign-off.
I know. Well, we're back.
Now
We
we're
probably
back.
lost all of our viewers, but that's okay. They'll come back.
If you're on the stream, let us know.
Let's check it out. Let's see who's watching.
Um,
Oh, yeah, we lost some, but there's still some there.
okay,
That's okay.
We're still live. We're still
Yeah,
live here,
yeah,
folks.
yeah.
You still can listen to us if you so choose. Maybe try to get a post-game interview.
Oh.
Ooh, with some of the curlers.
Oh, that'll mess everything up, though. We'll make a mess of that.
Oh, I'm sure we'll mess something up. We don't have any speaking notes here. We've been making this going off the cuff here, Rob. We can
Journalistic freedom.
Journalistic. We can talk to Laurie. She's a journalism student.
I know, right?
There we go. So here we go,
All right.
and end 6. No, end 7 playing away, and end number 7. Team Tremblay playing the Yellowstones up big, looking to keep things open, keep things clean, and calling a peel on the center guard here, on their own center guard of all things.
Yeah.
Now, we were given a fashion update earlier. Mr. Mullen here wearing the ankle socks. Not sure what we think about that. In the chat, you can let us know what you think about the ankle socks. Loving the Converse-style curling shoes, the custom curling shoes there, or the Vans-style curling shoes, but not sure what we think about the ankle-length socks. Speaking of, here's Mr. Henniger himself.
There we go.
Him of the multiple shoes, multiple colored shoes we were talking about earlier, and the 2XU arm sleeve. Very good look. The white belt, all of it comes together. Complete look there.
So as we look here, shifting gears on the stream, if you're watching, we're still
We're still here. We're still playing. We're looking at a 7-3 Tremblay lead. We had a lovely come around from Evan Henniger, him of the complete fit, as the kids would say, around that corner guard. And now a straight peel here from Jesse Mullen of Team Tremblay.
just to keep you up to date on the score here, we don't have graphics where we've shifted kind of last minute over, but we're looking here at 7-3.
Big lead. Big lead, here
Lead
in
by
7.
Tremblay over Mosier.
The 2 is on. You get your 2 here, and then you go try to set up some guards and steal 2 in 8. Force that extra and stress our ice-making crew out even more.
They're tough. They're good.
They'll be fine. They'll be fine. So
And a fun addition to our trivia that we were playing in that last game.
Ooh, more
where,
trivia.
well, it's not trivia. It's just an add-on.
Ooh,
It's,
I like that. I like that.
That game was Team Burt against Team Crawford. And on Team Burt that year,
Ooh.
there was a player whose father is sitting next to us in the booth. If you're watching the stream, he just laughed there. Danny?
Danny, you're
Hey, Danny, were you watching that game?
You're behind the
Was
glass.
that-
Give us a wave, Danny.
How was that game to watch? It was interesting, he said. Yeah.
That's the thing about the Stew says. We're all here. We're all having a good time
yeah.
together. It is a good time as Jean-Michel Arsenault, the automation technician, makes a lovely run, double, and roll. That was a fantastic bit of curling. I
Yeah.
think even Danny would agree with us.
Yeah. No,
He's over there. So, not much of an end here for Mosher, but try to come around their other corner guard here and set up their 2, but this is just going to be a little bit light and crash.
Owen McPherson, biology student at Dalhousie University here in Halifax.
I guess that's a good point to note. This is a junior team out of Nova Scotia. This is a very talented junior team looking to gain experience in these games and go to U20 provincials in February and then hopefully U20 nationals in the beautiful city of Summerside, Prince Edward Island, following that. So some big goals for this team. Now, we did say they're junior, but they are all 19 years of age. They are excited for the Colliding Tides frosted pineapple flavor. Now, I can't say I've ever tried that, but it does sound pretty good.
Yeah, it does.
So with that crash, we're looking for Jean-Michel Arsenault to make this a peel or double peel, and successfully makes the single peel, removes his own stone, still leaving a yellow in the top of the house, covering their stone top of the button. This Team Tremblay, is looking to finish well at the provincial tankard and then proceed to go on to the Briar, and their team goal is to make the playoffs.
Well,
so, you know what? If you're a Team Tremblay supporter and you're in the chat, let us know. And you know what? Best elected Team Tremblay.
Yeah. Briar being one of the big year-end finales for all these teams wanting to make it there and represent their province or territory. We can't forget about our friends in the territories who send teams as well.
Yep, absolutely. We have field of 18 now with all the wild cards.
That's right.
At the
That's
Briar. Right. Yeah. So Mosher electing to go away from that corner guard that's just edged 12 foot and come back 4 foot, back 8 foot behind the 2 yellows, which now serve as guards. And that is a lovely piece of curling. Very well thrown from Owen McPherson.
Another thing they're going to be vying for, which we haven't really talked about yet, is the Canadian curling trials here in Halifax in November of next year, November 22nd to 30th. I'll just confess my conflict of interest where I'm helping organize that, and tickets are on sale now for that event. So
I think we're both helping organize.
You are,
now.
Yeah, you're in on it now too. I know. It's going to be exciting. The countdown to help watch the teams play to try to get to the Olympics.
Yeah.
The Olympics,
I know.
Can you imagine
In
the road
Italy.
to the Olympics through Nova Scotia?
Italy 2026.
That's right.
Very exciting.
Tickets are on sale now. Did I mention that yet?
We're looking at 388 days until those trials. We get the pre-trials.
Yeah, and they're
Wolfville, Nova Scotia. Center of curling here. For
October 21st to 26th in 2025 down at Acadia University, and we even have the mixed doubles trials this Christmas.
Oh.
And that is running on December 30th to January 4th. Tickets on sale for all 3 of those events.
Amazing.
Check out the Curling Canada website, curling.ca, and make your way. Buy some tickets. And if you have a friend or loved one who loves curling, they're going to love a Christmas gift of those tickets.
Yeah.
Do that up. Yep.
So, interesting play. Julien Tremblay looking to throw, I think, a freeze to the back one and really shut down the end, but he was 2 feet heavy. So now Mosher has an interesting decision to make because those yellows are serving as guards, but does need to move the one on the button to open up the bigger end. So looking at a freeze, looking at various taps, trying to figure out the best way to keep the 3 in play. Stealing 1, much easier than stealing 3, or 2, I should say, to tie. And that's just a tie. That's not for the win. So I think they've elected to maybe use this outturn side of the sheet. I think there might be some curl here and try to freeze on the yellow top button. Or is it on the back one? Is it on their own? Could be either, I suppose. Both might work.
We don't have a straight line angle here from the booth, folks.
No.
What do we got? We got the... that red's pretty buried in the back 8.
It is second shot as well. So they only have to move that.
I feel like they're trying to tap that yellow on the top of the button. That's my guess.
Yeah. Looking to Danny for maybe some inside intel.
What is Coach Danny over there thinking? What are they doing over there? Freezing to the yellow on the button? or to the back of the red. So there's a freeze happening here. We just don't know.
There's a freeze option.
Yep.
Play the weight, play the line. This is Nick Mosher, engineering student at Dalhousie. Him of the Mark Nichols-esque tuck slide. We're loving that delivery.
There we go.
This looks like it's going to the back one right now. Little bit heavy. Trying to carve this over now, trying to get it straight by.
Yep. And
ooh, no, look at how that came down. What a throw. Probably didn't get quite as frozen as they would have liked, and now Team Tremblay looking at a run back to remove that red stone.
down by 4 here. Can't afford to give anything up on this end.
No, they're looking at a little run back here to try and.
Sorry, Mosher that is. And Tremblay's up by 4. They just
Yeah.
need to clear this out and not give Mosher anything to play with.
I
right?
think Tremblay's even okay giving up a 2 here. 2 coming home with hammer, 2 up with hammer. I think they're
pretty happy.
comfortable with that. Man, I do not have that level of ankle flexibility as Mr. Julien Tremblay does. My goodness. Trying to curl this over. Uh-oh. That's on the back one. On the back one. Leaves the red in the forefoot. And a draw to the full 4 to score 2.
2.
So here we go. Nick Mosher. You know what? It was a tough shot there, and I think they got rid of 1 red.
Yeah.
And that was probably good enough.
Yeah.
Getting rid of 1 red, not giving up the 3
No.
was good enough. Nick looking to draw full 4-foot here for the deuce. Having Evan Henniger and Aiden McDonald on the brush.
Mm-hmm.
Heads down now, making sure it gets there for their skipper.
McPherson just looking at that front end saying, where's it at? Where's it at?
Brush is down, and that is going to come up, and that is going to be perfect.
Beauty.
That's a deuce.
2.
So, as they come home in 8, it'll be Julien Tremblay's rank 7, Nick Mosher's rank playing the redstone, 5.
Mosher's looking to steal 2.
Steal 2 to tie. So what are we thinking? Double centers, of course.
Yep.
Double centers. No tick rule here.
Nope.
So they can't. If they get them on the center line, they can't be
can't
removed.
touch them.
Can't touch them.
But they have to be they have to get them on that line.
They have to be touching the line. Nick making the gesture for the tight guard here first. Maybe just a foot or 2 outside of the 12-foot. This would be Aiden McDonald, a lefty. I think there are a couple lefties on this team. Trying to carve this over. Trying to get it on the center line, and they do.
Does it? A little higher than they wanted.
Yeah, tough to get.
But it's on center.
Centers
it's on center
with that now. But it is on center, and that is what matters. Looking across the sheets, we're still in and 7 on both sheets 2 and 4. when we have a score update, we will provide it to you. This coming in, not touching it, wanting it to stop above the tee line. And it looks like it does just that top button, so that's lovely. And with that guard being halfway, Nick Mosher electing to play a freeze, it looked like, right to that yellow. Instead of playing a second guard and saying, oh, we're going to let Tremblay put 2 behind our guards, saying, let's get one in a good position right now. With 2 enthusiastic. Oh, no, he's calling for top 12.
No, they're calling for tight guard.
Top 12 here. Okay, my bad. Sorry, folks. We're on an angle now. Hard to see. Hard to see. Evan Henniger looking to get this this sort of heavy carve going. It is a bit heavy, so they're going to try to bring it.
It's going to end up being where you called it.
Well, you know what? That's not a bad spot. No. It's not a bad spot.
It's the pro miss.
It would be considered, I think, the pro miss, not that Joe miss.
Oh, Colin here to hold the line.
Can't touch that redstone.
Looks like it might have snapped there a bit. No, they're holding it through. It's past. You're going to be able to have enough here to bump it, and just a bump.
Really nice.
Yeah, that's it. That's nice. Really nice shot.
Well thrown from Philippe Brassard, of the Quebec Government Agency.
Looks like they're going to try. Their PEI brewing product is going to be the 1772 IPA.
Okay, well, maybe we can introduce them to the off-menu Blue 72.
Ooh,
yeah.
Well, it's not on the list. How would they know?
I know. We've got to introduce them to it. As community-driven announcers like we are.
That's right.
We would hate for our curlers to not know about all the items that we can offer.
Which is a great shout-out. PEI Brewing Company, one of the partner sponsors here, along with the Murphy Hospitality Group, Scotia Square, Crombie Reet, and the Curling Store. Men's event presenting sponsor is Steel Subaru, and our supporting sponsors are Stu Sells Realty and Stanhope Simpsons Insurance. And over on the women's side, presenting sponsors Neon Train. So thanks to all the sponsors for helping make this happen.
So with that, ignoring the red in the rings and saying those guards are the problem.
Got to go.
Double peel, gets the one off the button, leaves a couple of guards. I mean, can't say that he didn't accomplish what he was hoping to do, but I don't know if that leaving those guards was what the call was.
Oh, I think they wanted that one over there, but
yeah.
Colin here maybe for a freeze.
You know what? I like this. You have your guards. You might as well use them while you can. You need to be sitting 2 here after Nick's last. So, got to keep stones in play.
We see this shot come down. They're looking for a freeze on the top of that yellow, which would be nicely buried behind the yellow up above. Sweepers are on this.
Got to go a long way.
Looks like it's a little short.
Do you know what? Another guard isn't terrible. You gotta peel something here.
And the jam is there if Tremblay tries to run this.
Yeah.
Which would put Mosher back with 2 in. So now they're trying to get that slash. They want to make sure it doesn't jam on that yellow in the 8 foot there. But there's still a jam on this back red too. So there's a couple.
Keeping it in front of the house was again, maybe they didn't get it where they wanted.
Yeah.
But it's in play. It's a guard, and that means that they're going to have to deal with it. And they're actually calling straight peel. So they're you're going to have that same freeze available again.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and look at that. Straight peel.
Close to a jam. The jam was almost there.
Jam was almost there.
They didn't jam.
But they didn't jam. They actually get rid of both reds, which really puts Mosher in a tough spot here. So it looks like in end number 7 on sheet number 2, we had Team Henderson picking up a 2 spot. So they are now up 5-2 on Team Duncan. On playing 8, coming home, Duncan with hammer. And then on sheet 4, I'm trying to just see through the bodies here, Team Blades picked up a big 2 spot and is now down 6-4. Team McNutt with hammer coming home.
Team McNutt, just a Canadian champion.
Just beat Carrie Anderson.
Right.
Fantastic curlers.
Yeah.
Team Blades had some success
They
at
did.
juniors.
Yep.
Mosher, on our sheet here, success at juniors.
That's right.
So there's some good curling here. There's some accomplished curlers,
Yes.
to say the least.
And we see the removal of this guard, open up now to keep it clean and not give Mosher anything to get behind.
And so we're on thirds second here for Owen McPherson, trying to find where to hide a red stone.
Thinking behind that guard.
You come behind, you got to be high if you come behind, or do you throw a guard yourself?
Yeah, you can't go too deep there because then you become a catcher for that yellow.
Exactly.
The way those are lined up. So he's looking there top 8, trying to maybe stick up in there.
Top 8 foot. You want to be parallel or even depth
with that
with
other
these reds.
With that other red.
Yeah, absolutely.
Big shot.
Yeah, absolutely.
And they've got a lot of room past that guard. A lot of room. A lot of room.
Touch heavy.
Yeah. Yeah, it ran a little straighter, a little heavy, and
well, they might have got a touch tucked.
a little bit.
So the question becomes: do you chase a red? Oh, jeez.
The jam's not there. There's a. Oh, that's a.
Julian
I don't think that's there.
Julian Tremblay just being like, well, let's just peel this and hit everything.
Well, he's looking at almost like a double there.
Yeah.
The angle we're on here, I don't know if that's there.
Oh, jeez, yeah. Even the weight these folks can throw, I'm not really sure. You don't ever want to jam and leave 2 or 3 red.
Well, you don't want to run your own yellow and then come out on top of that red.
Exactly. I would almost be tempted to blast the yellow-red combination. Straight peel is not terrible. Gives you options. So, looks like straight peel is the call. Simple, you know what?
Safe.
Yeah,
Safe.
Exactly.
It's a safe call.
Keep the front open. Give yourself something on your last. Always a good strategy. Oh, and he double stuffs. Over curled. Didn't make the peel.
Yeah.
Stuffs the
now
run
there's-
yellow. And all of a sudden,
There's a window.
there is an opportunity here.
Now, back to that top 8 staying above that other red. So take away the double.
And they're looking at the, that's a possibility.
Or they're
That's-
looking at,
I think you want to play that on Nick's last, but you don't also want to give away anything.
yeah. I don't. Top 8. Back what they were doing the last shot.
Yeah.
Give them that run back again and try to make them dig 2 out with the angles that could be there. I mean,
Yeah. It's a tricky spot. I don't know if you want to play this combination on your first.
I know if this was TV with timing, this is a timeout right now.
Oh, big
This is a
timeout.
timeout. This is a timeout. Coach Danny'd be going out there and he'd be telling them what to do and how to do it.
They're on their own here.
They're on their own.
Well, we have the benefit of being behind the glass.
We have the benefit of being behind the glass,
Coach Danny.
and not being a coach, and
What's
we
the
can say
call?
whatever we want.
What is the call,
He's
Coach?
He's keeping his cards close to his chest. Freeze on the edge of the 4. Yeah, freeze on the edge of the 4.
So we'll see what the team selects.
I guess if they freeze on the edge, even if it's not perfect, and they try to do the run back, you still really could be leaving 1 there.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
If it,
Yeah.
you know.
That leaves a triple.
Yeah.
That's good.
They're still going back to trying to use a hit now and have the shooter roll off
Yeah, it
to
seems
create
like
the spread.
Seems like they're really worried about Julien Tremblay playing off the red-yellow combination into anything they freeze. But brooms down. It does look like the freeze is called. So the coach, a little bit of a smile from the coach.
They heard
over
him
there.
telepathically
Yeah.
through the glass.
Yeah, no. Little smile from the coach over there. Happy that his boys got there.
Big shot. Big shot.
Make this good, and the pressure is definitely on. Indication is maybe touch hot.
It looks a little up.
Going deep.
We saw a shot here earlier that was a little heavy and stayed out there a little bit, and this one's doing the same thing.
Same thing. It sticks around, though.
It's behind it. Now it's a catcher, so it's...
Not ideal, but there are 3 reds in the house with 3 to play. So
Yeah.
I think if you were at the beginning of this end, you'd be okay with that. Oh, does the yellow catch it on the way by? I don't think so. No, then the red stays. Yeah. Julien Tremblay in a touch of trouble. They might be forced to freeze or tap themselves.
They're looking at just a tap here and having their shooter stick around on the edge of that 4.
Yeah. Can't overthrow this. We've seen 2 or 3 in a row here that if you overthrow it, it does run
And they got
straight.
They have to close the real estate for Mosher to get into the button to score. So if they
Definitely a big shot here for Julien Tremblay. This looks like it's out there as well.
It's out there and it might be up a little bit.
It's not curling yet. No, are they on their own?
I think this is
It's trying.
stuck in that center and just going to skate.
Oh, it's on the back one?
And it's going to rub the back and I think roll to be further out.
Oh,
So now,
my. Some people getting tricked in this spot. Yeah. Do you play on that yellow?
which way do you get the yellow out?
Or do you draw? Let's try to sit two side button.
Part of this would be what do you want to leave Tremblay with?
Absolutely. I don't see a downside of playing like 3/4 low on the red and trying to sit 2 in the top 4 foot. Maybe there's a triple, but it's not easy.
No. Well, again, if you miss that triple,
It's a red stone. Yeah.
then it's red stones,
Yeah.
right? At least tying it and going to an extra.
Exactly. Now, they're just looking at this jam. The yellow and the red are back there. They just want to make sure this yellow doesn't go somewhere they don't want. So, even Coach Danny's scratching his head right now.
Coach Danny is scratching his head.
You know who else is scratching their head? Ice Maker Adam McCarrahan.
Ice Maker Adam, he's like...
He's got steam coming off of his hat.
I think he's all right.
He's like, cool cucumber over there, Adam McCarrahan. No worries.
Ice will be fine.
The ice will be ready when the ice will be ready.
So they're still spending some time here trying to decide which way to dig this yellow out, or now are they...
Nick has been looking at
this freeze
since the beginning, and his teammates seem to be trying to think about this hit. I think they settled on the hit.
I
could not tell you.
That looks like hit to me, with where that broom is.
The call is the hit. We do have handshakes on sheet two, and I believe I just saw Holly Duncan miss a angle run back for the big score, and so I do believe it was only a single, and Team Henderson picked up the win there.
And here we go. Final stone. Nick Mosier.
Looking to play this hit and roll.
Needs to be a good one. Needs to be a good one. Calling hard for the sweep. They can't be on their own here.
Playing off the yellow.
Oh.
Now, is that leave an open hit tap for the win? And we have another final on sheet 4. I believe Team McNutt ran Team Blades out of stones and picked up a 6-4 victory. On sheet 1, the last sheet left on the ice.
The last one. We were the first to finish.
We did finish.
But now we're the last to finish.
We came back. Julien Tremblay looking for a nose hit for the win.
The win. Calling sweeper on right away. Oh.
Just shepherding it down now. Want to make sure. That'll do.
That'll do it.
Julien Tremblay picks up the win here on sheet number 1, and that is it for draw number 4 of the 1824 Stu Sells Halifax Classic.
Draw 4B coming up tonight, 9:30. And Alan, it's been a slice to be back in the booth
Rob,
with
thanks
you.
for joining me. It's been a time. Been a ton of fun. Thank you for joining us. I think the trivia segment's going to be a new fixture.
We'll have to do that. Yep.
And we hope you join us.
Thanks, everyone. Stu Sells 1824 Halifax Classic. Men's event brought to you by Steel Subaru. Women's brought to you by Neon Train. Our partners, the Curling Store, Crombie Reed, Scotia Square, Murphy Hospitality Group, PEI Brewing. And we got some other supporting sponsors like Stanhope Simpson Insurance and Stu Sells Realty. We'll see you next game. Thanks so much.
Nothing is as exquisite as the enchanting crimson and golden tapestry of fall. When revving your Subaru with symmetrical full-time all-wheel drive. Fall for Subaru at your local Subaru dealer today.
Hey, curling fans, I'm standing here in front of Sheet Stew here at the High Park Club, and I just want to let you know that I'm so excited to sponsor the sport of curling, to help curling out. So you can go to stewcurls.com, see all my events, see the Stu Sell series, but you know what? I also sell real estate as well. So you need to buy a house, list a house, condo, rental, business. Look, give me Stu a call.